All right. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thanks for joining me. If you are joining me, I know I'm doing class 15 minutes early, but have a few things that I have to do. So I wanted to make sure we still get our practice in and that we are able to start our week off on the right foot, literally, I guess, because I'm standing on my right foot. But we're going to go ahead and start today seated. If you have a block, go ahead and grab a block. I'm just going to make sure I start the timer so I don't take you guys for too long. Grab a block, grab anything that feels good for your practice. So if you typically will practice with a blanket, then go ahead and use a blanket as well. And when you come to seated, I always like to have us rock our sit bones from side to side, and that's just so we can ground into the surface that we're sitting on. And again, if this doesn't work for you, then maybe sit on a chair. You don't have to come down to the floor for this portion if you don't want to, or if the knees are a little bit sore. So we'll go ahead, rub the hands together, start to shift onto our mats. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Let's close the eyes. I just want you to tune into your breath. Start to tune into where the mind and the body are right now. So just feeling how the body feels after you woke from a night's sleep, and know where the mind is right now. Do you need to make some subtle shifts on your own? Are you feeling happy and positive? Do you need to plant yourself in those feelings? And just start to take stock of where you are in this moment. And let's take our 3 cleansing breaths to begin our practice together. Deep inhale in through the nose. And you're opening the mouth, sigh everything out that's not wanted. And do that again, big inhale. Think about, as you are inhaling, what you want to release in the body. Is it emotion? Is it negative thoughts? Is it negative feelings? And physically think about letting it go on the exhale. Let's do that one final time. Bigger inhale. And a bigger exhale. You'll seal the lips and slightly tuck the chin, grow really tall through the spine. And then just keep this connection to your breath, anchoring you in the moment. And as we start to shift completely into this time we have together, keep the eyes closed unless you really need to open them and look up. But we'll inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling, reach through the fingertips. When you exhale, you're going to twist towards your right knee. So bring the left hand on top of the right thigh or the right knee, wherever it feels comfortable. And then the right hand is going to be behind you. So if you ended up sitting in a chair to do this, you can still do the twist, just twist towards that right thigh. You don't need to use the back hand. You can even bring the right hand to the hip, but use that left hand as leverage on the thigh to maybe twist the torso a little bit more. And then we'll soften through the left collarbone. Maybe give me a few shakes yes with the head so we can open up through the throat, get the back of the neck lubricated. And then a few shakes no. We're going to use our inhale, trying to keep the eyes closed. Come back to center, reach through the fingertips. When you exhale, twist towards the left knee now. So right hand on top of the thigh or the knee, left hand behind you. Or if you're sitting in a chair or on some surface, then just make sure to twist towards that left side now. Grow tall through the spine. Soften the right shoulder. And then a few shakes yes on this side. Maybe pay attention to any different feelings or sensations. And then a few shakes no. And we'll come back to center on the inhale with the fingertips. Reach through the fingertips. Bring the hands together. Bring them down to the heart as you exhale. Keep the chin tucked and the eyes closed. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Put a smile on your face. Keep the lips sealed. You can blink the eyes open now if you'd like. Hands are going to come to the knees, and I want you to inhale. Keep the chin tucked and keep the neck long. As you inhale, pull the chest through the shoulders and feel this opening through the center of the chest. The belly or the tailbone presses back. And then when you exhale, keep the chin slightly tucked. Just hollow out the center of the chest and bring the belly button to the spine. So seated cat-cows, but I want you to not make that over-exaggeration with the neck. So inhale. Reach the chest forward, soften the collarbones. You can use that leverage of the knees. And then exhale to round. If you were sitting in a chair, you would still do the same thing with the feet on the ground and the knees on, or the hands on the knees, and still rounding the back. Let's do that one more time in each direction. Exhale to round. Feel the spread of the shoulder blades. And then inhale, reach forward. Now let's look up. Open up through the throat. Bring the hands together behind the back, interlace the fingers, press the knuckles down for the floor. You can even rest them on the sacrum if that's a little bit better if you're still tight in the shoulders. I want you to open up through the chest, open up through the throat. Take another full breath here. And then release the hands, shake it out, come back to center. Going to go ahead and come to standing. So that way we're not on the knees today. I want you to make your way up to standing as gracefully as possible. Once you get to standing, kind of shake it out from side to side. Come to the top of your mat or the top of the space you're practicing in. Feel the feet rooting into the floor, into your mat, wherever you are. I want you to feel the internal rotation of the thighs. That's going to really help drive the feet down. Let's roll the shoulder blades up towards the ears, down the back, shine the palms open. Keep that chin slightly tucked, and then take a full breath here. Use your inhale, sweep the arms up. Feel the palms touch overhead. Be careful not to jet the front of the body out. See if you can just go straight up with the fingertips. And then when you exhale, you're going to hinge out the hips. Find that flat back all the way down. And then release the hands. Tuck the chin. Inhale, come up halfway. You can leave the fingertips on the floor or bring them to the shins. Rock the weight forward. And then exhale, let's fold forward. Do that one more time. Feel the length in the back of the legs. So inhale, come up halfway. Rock the weight forward. Feel the shoulders move away from the ears. And then exhale, let's move forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach through the fingertips. Exhale, pull the hands down to the heart. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms sweep up. Palms touch. Exhale, flat back all the way down, hinging at the hips. Release the fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift. Rock the weight forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. So close the eyes here. As you start to make that subtle shift onto your mat, commit to letting go of your to-do list. Commit to letting go of any future plans that you have for the day. And then I also want you to let go of any reminiscing that comes to mind. So if you get triggered by something that happened in the past, see if we can root ourselves here right now. And then we'll blink the eyes open. Use your breath. Sweep the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Inhale, flat back. Rock the weight forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back, find a push-up position. You can bring the knees down if that feels okay. And I want you to find that push-up position or high plank pose. So be careful that the booty's not sticking up too high, that you're not sagging the hips. See if you can reach the crown of the head forward, pull the shoulder blades down the back, and then reach through the heels. So this same action as you're reaching through the heels, you're reaching through the crown of the head. As you inhale, rock the shoulders forward. Exhale, we're going to lower all the way down. See if the elbows can brush the ribs. And once you come down, move any props out of the way. And then keep the hands right in line with the chest. Untuck the feet, press the tops of the feet onto the floor. We're rolling the shoulder blades up and down the back as we lift through the back of the head. Press the tops of the feet down, press the pubic bone down into the floor, reach through the toes. Take another breath, lift through the back of the head, keep the gaze down, and then exhale, release. You're going to inhale, tuck the toes with or without the knees, come back up and come into downward facing dog. So if this is your first downward dog, pedal out the feet. Do anything that feels good here. You can even widen the feet here, have a shorter downward dog. Just take a breath or two here for yourself. And then as you find that sweet spot, press the palms down, lift the tailbone high, soften the heels down. Take another full breath. Inhale, the right leg is going to lift. Look forward, place the right foot by that right thumb. And then we're going to ground down into that front knee. Soften the shoulders down the back. When you're ready, let's inhale, come up and find your high lunge. Soft shoulders here. I want you to sink down into that front knee and then feel the left heel driving back. So you don't have to have this much space between your legs, especially if the low back is tight or the inner thighs are tight. You can step it forward, but just don't let the knee go too far past the ankle. And then wherever that stance is, take a deep breath, reach through the fingertips. When you exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. So you're going to pause here. I want you to feel that right hip pulling back the same time that you're driving the ball of the right foot down. Deep breath in to grow tall through the spine. And then when you exhale, twist towards that right knee. So if this is all you want to be, if you don't want to hinge the elbow past or connect the elbow to the thigh, then stay upright and just have the palms together, the chest just twist towards that knee. You can bring the fists together if that feels better. If you want to do the entire posture, then bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the palms together and then gaze over towards that right elbow or towards the right shoulder. Feel the wiggles and the shakes. Take another breath here. Hug the belly button in. And then we're going to inhale to unwind. Come back to our high lunge. As you exhale, open up, find warrior two. Sink down into that front knee. Open up the chest. Take a big, deep breath here. So I want you to scoop the right glute, that right booty underneath the hip. Open up through the thighs, but feel the thighs trying to pull towards one another. Take another deep breath here. And then find side angle. Right forearm to the right thigh. Shoot that left arm over the left ear and feel the space now between each rib on the left side of the body. Take another full breath. I want you to look down. Sweep the left hand down to the floor. Spin to the ball of the left foot. Use your inhale to sweep the right hand up. Pull the belly button to the spine. Take another full breath. Keep that left leg strong unless you need to lower the left knee to the floor. One more breath. I want you to inhale to unwind. Bring that right palm down to the floor. Step back, find plank pose. You can always drop the knees to the floor. Firm the core by bringing the belly button to the spine. Reach the crown of the head forward. Check in with your posture. Make sure the booty's not lifting. The hips aren't sagging. You're going to reach the head forward. Take another breath in. And then exhale, come into downward facing dog. So notice the fire that you're starting to build within, holding the poses, coming into twists. Starting just to wring out the spine of any toxins, any knots that we've accumulated. And take one more breath here. And let's inhale, left leg is gonna lift. Look forward, place the left foot by that left thumb, and then make any adjustments that you need to with the legs. So if you wanna shorten your stance, step that right foot in. And if not, then you're gonna sink down into the left foot. When you're ready, core is engaging already. Use your inhale to lift up. Find your high lunge on the opposite side. Soft shoulders. Remember to sink down into that front knee, but don't let it go too far past the ankle. Deep, full breath here. So bring the hands to the heart. Pause here. Reach through that right heel. Feel a little bit of space in front of the right hip. You'll take another inhale to grow tall through the spine, and then exhale to twist towards that left knee. So remember, you can just twist in that direction. You can bring the fists together, or you can bring that right elbow, connect it to the left thigh, press the palms together, pull the belly button to the spine, and start to twist the torso towards that left elbow or left shoulder. Feel the wobbles. Stay with your breath. Take one more full round here. Let's use our inhale to come back up. Reach the fingertips up. Exhale, spiral the right heel down. Open up, warrior two. So you'll sink down into that front knee. Scoop the left sit bone underneath the hip so the knee points towards the middle toe. Open up through the fingertips. Gaze over that front middle finger. Use the belly button to pull towards the spine and lift the torso up even higher. And take another full breath. And then left forearm down to the left thigh. Shoot the right arm over the right ear. Rotate the ribs forward. Keep pressing into both feet evenly. You should feel a stretch now along the right side of the torso. One more full breath. So look down at the floor. Sweep the right hand down. Spin to the ball of the right foot. Inhale, left hand up towards the ceiling. Take a full breath. On your next inhale, bring the left hand down to the floor. Step back, find your plank pose. So firm thighs, firm core. Check in with your foundation. Grip the mat with the fingertips and the toe tips. Take one more breath. And grow tall through this inhale. And then lift the sit bones as you exhale, downward facing dog. And take a full range of breath here. Press the heart closer to the front of the thighs. Lift the booty up even higher. One more full round of breath. Then we're going to inhale that right leg up. Look forward. Place the right foot again by the right thumb. You're going to step the left foot out and up just a little bit so that the heel can come all the way to the floor and the right leg can be straight. So both legs are straight. If you have a block, this is where you want to bring your block in to play here. If not, no worries. We're going to bring the left hand to the block, and the block is going to be to the inside of the foot. If you don't have a block, then you're just going to bring the fingertips to the inside of that right foot. Bring the right hand to the right hip. I want you to feel now both of the legs trying to pull towards one another, the inner thighs, really trying to pull towards one another like you're trying to bring the feet together. So with that engagement of the legs, core is still working here. Take a big inhale, pressing into the feet. When you exhale, start to twist the left side of the ribs towards that right foot. So you're coming into a revolved triangle. You can keep the right hand on the hip, or you can start to extend it straight up. Sometimes it's nice just to keep it on the hip, and that's good leverage, and then you can use the feet, pressing into the feet to rotate the torso even more. So find what position works for you. And once you have it, let's pause here. Take a breath. Take one more full breath in and out. Inhale to unwind. Bring that right hand down. Sink back into that front knee. Plant the left hand. Use your inhale to sweep the right leg up. So this should feel good. You can open up through the hip, bend the knee, roll out the ankle, or you can just come back into downward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. So you can reset up your alignment, press the sit bones up high, mat presses forward. And then find your breath once again. We'll use the next inhale. Lift the left leg, look forward. Plant the left foot by the left thumb. You're going to sink into that front knee so you can step the right foot up just a few inches so the heel can come down to the floor. Straighten through both legs. And then you're going to bring that right hand to a block or to the floor, to the inside of the left foot. Left hand comes to the hip. Reach the heart forward, take a breath, and then start to rotate the right side of the ribs towards that left foot. Make any adjustments that you need to. And then think about rotating the ribs even more. Maybe extend that left hand towards the ceiling when you're ready. Once you find that sweet spot, let's pause here. Take a full breath. Take one more full round. Use your inhale, unwind, bend into the left knee. Set any props off to the side, plant the palms. Inhale, sweep the left leg up and back. Maybe open up through the hip, roll out the ankle, or just meet back in downward facing dog. And once you feel complete, find downward facing dog. Take a deep breath, lift the sit bones up high. And then we're going to come down to seated. So you can come into whatever seated position that feels comfortable for you. Rock the sit bones from side to side. And then bring the hands back to the knees like we started earlier. Lift the shoulder blades up to the ears. Roll them down the back. As you pull the shoulder blades together behind the back, align the ears and the shoulders over the hips. And then soften the collarbone from the chin. Take a full breath here. Maybe start to close the eyes. You're gonna extend the left leg out. Rock from side to side so you can reground the sit bones into the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up. When you exhale, you're gonna hinge over that left leg. I like to bring my right hand to the outside of the left foot and grab the ankle or the foot. And it's going to point my right shoulder towards my left pinky toe. That's going to help to keep my torso and hips more square to my foot. So reach through the torso, tuck the chin, and see if you can soften through that right knee. Take another full breath. You're going to tuck the chin, inhale, come all the way up. Bring that right knee up. You can keep it inside of the left thigh. Inhale to grow tall. As you exhale, hug the right knee, with the left arm. Right hand is going to come behind you. Lift up nice and tall, and then start to gaze over that right shoulder. Keep reaching through the heel of the left foot. Foot is flexed. Take another full breath here. You'll inhale to unwind, come back to center. Right leg extends. Reach through the heel, flex the foot. Bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh now. You're going to inhale to sweep the arms up. Exhale to hinge forward. Maybe think about grabbing the outside of the right foot with the left hand. Left shoulder points towards that right pinky toe, and then you're gonna reach the heart down. Soften through the throat, tuck the chin maybe. Keep reaching through the right heel. Take another full cycle. You'll tuck the chin, inhale to come up. Lift the left knee, keep the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. You'll hug the left knee with the right arm. Left fingertips come behind the sit bones, grow nice and tall. Hug the belly button in and hold on to that thigh and start to gaze over the back shoulder. You're still keeping a nice firm right leg. You'll take another full breath. So it's inhale, come back to center. Bring both feet to the floor now. So both of the feet are on the floor. And I just like to bring my tippy toes to the floor. Bring the hands behind me so you can rock onto the sit bones and find that sweet spot on the tailbone. And then lift the calves so they're parallel to the floor. Point through the balls of the feet. And then you can either stay here for leverage, using the fingertips to support you. You're still lifting through the core, lifting through the heart. You can bring the hands to behind the knees if that's a little bit more helpful. Or you can bring the hands right alongside the shins. So wherever you are, think about the belly button pulling back and up to the spine. That's going to help you lift the sternum. Take another full breath here. And then choose to stay here. I'm going to give you a little bit of extra. You're going to straighten, hover the heels, hover the shoulders, still press through the balls of the feet. See how low the heels can go without touching the floor. Keep reaching the fingertips forward. Maybe start to feel that shake in the belly. Take another breath. And then let's come back up. Reach through the heart. Balls of the feet press forward. You're still balancing on the tailbone. Maybe you're smiling now. Maybe you're starting to sweat a little bit more. Take another full breath. And then one final time, inhale. See if you can hover the heels off the floor, hover the shoulder blades off the floor. Reach through the balls of the feet. Reach the fingertips towards the toes. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale to release. Come down fully onto your mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Can massage the sacrum and the low back. And then we'll open the arms out to a T or a cactus, whichever feels more comfortable. Deep breath in. As you exhale, pull the belly button to the spine. Let the knees fall over to the right side. And then gaze opposite the knees. Use that right hand on top of the thigh for a little bit of weight. And breathe. Use your next inhale. Bring the knees and the gaze back into center. And then let's exhale the knees over to the left side. Pull the belly button into the spine. Gaze over that right shoulder. Add the hand on top of the right thigh for a little bit of weight. And then take a full breath. I want you to inhale, come back to center. Wrap the arms around the shins. Lift the forehead towards the knees. See if you can soften the shoulder blades down the back. And then soften the shoulders and the head to the floor. Extend the right foot to the right corner of the mat. The left foot to the left corner of the mat. I want you to roll the shoulder blades under the body so that the palms face up. And then before we come into our final pose, take a deep breath in, hold the breath. Make fists with the hands, tighten the legs, make fists with the toes, engage the core, keep holding the breath, keep holding, and then release everything. Let go of any gripping, and then just take these next few breaths in stillness so that all of the benefits of your practice can settle into the body. Stay with your breath. Keep breathing. You'll start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up, stretch through the toes and the fingertips. And you'll bring your knees into the chest, roll over onto your right side and bring the left hand to the floor. So you're on your right side, left hand is touching the floor. And in this moment, I want you to think about gratitude. So we sometimes are very complacent with our gratitude. We take things for granted. So what in this moment are you super thankful for? Are you thankful for the bed that you've got to sleep in? Are you thankful for the food that you've gotten to eat today? Are you thankful for the sound of the birds chirping? Maybe it's the sight of flowers. So just take a moment and tune into what you are grateful for. Then you'll press into those palms, lift up, close the eyes if they're not, rock from side to side. Let's rub the hands together, bring the hands together in front of the heart, sit up tall. We'll take our 3 cleansing breaths to end our practice together. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. And again, inhale. And exhale. One final time. A bigger inhale. Connect to the space that you're in. And a full exhale, letting anything that is no longer needed go. You'll seal the lips. Bring that smile back to your face. Lift the chin and blink the eyes open. Namaste. Well, thanks for joining me. If you joined me, if not, I hope you catch the replay or you get your own practice in. Maybe you get outside and you take a walk. Do something different for a change. I love that you are practicing, and I hope that you stay committed to your practice. And I hope to see you back on the mat on Thursday. Have a really lovely day and happy Cinco de Mayo. Have a good one, everyone.